Yo, what's up my crypto legends? How is everyone doing today? Hope you are having a fantastic day today. Let's analyze the situation. Today's Friday, weekend coming. Let's see if we do find some opportunities here. I'm going to explain what I expect for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will not successfully break above the highs that were created on the 18th of January. That is exactly at $21,650 approximately. I think there is a possibility in claiming that high, but that we won't successfully break it and go to 22, 23, and even $25,000, at least in the immediate short term, guys. I'll give that brief explanation right away on this live stream. Make sure to destroy the like button on your way in, guys. I can see almost 300 people watching at this moment. 50 likes. Wow, that is amazing, guys. 50 likes just beginning the live stream, guys. Thank you very much. Destroy that like button for the algorithm here, and let's make an insane big community. I'm going to go quickly through the comment section, say hello to everyone. I can see Mark Dutch is here. I can see Joseph as well. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. Good morning. Am I first, says Tarun. Yes, apparently you are. Most of my predictions going in right direction, says Aditya, but still not a profitable trader. Not able to make a sustainable profit. It feels bad sometimes. My trading experience of 2 years, 3 months left. For 2 years, 3 months left. Hey, don't worry. I wasn't profitable till my third year. And third year was break even. So I guess you're in the right direction, Aditya. So sorry I'm late, says Mark Dirch. Crab Toshi. I lose around $450 and have no job. Aditya, you need to be create very small positions, okay? When I see people that says this, the money that I lost in my first few years of trading career is because I could lose it. I had a sustainable job. I was working, 9 to 5, 8 to 6 as a welder. And I was, I was all right money coming in, and I could risk, some of my earnings, some of my savings, and lose it. That's what I did the first few years. But, people that say I cannot lose money, I haven't got a job and rest of it, stay extremely cautious. Try and get into that good risk management and that consistency of spotting those trades, all right, with very, very low capital. It is very strange. Most of, for 90%, I would say, of the people, or almost 100% of the people, when you make small trades with a little capital, you will be a better trader. You are a better trader when you risk not too much. And it happens to everyone. So this is what you need to, risk the amount that you can afford. This is why this theory about risking 1 to 2 to 3% maximum of your trading capital, it makes a lot of sense. Your trades will be much, much better. That's why if I have a $100,000 account, I won't risk more than $1,000, $2,000 from my trade, because it's just not, if I get stopped out, I can survive. I can continue. These people that have $10,000 or $20,000 in their trading account and trade with $5,000 on a trade or $10,000, you're just going to end up burning your account. Trust me. But anyway, you will find out anyway on your own. So yeah, just stay cautious. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose, and just enjoy the trading career. Right? This is actually a job. This is a job. All right, and it's about making consistent gains every single month. The charts are not going anywhere. The moves are not going anywhere. The moves repeat themselves for hundreds of years. Since this, charts are charts. The movements are highly predictable. There will be today, there will be in 20 years. It's just like that. It always has been like that, and it will never change. So the charts are not going to go anywhere. Make sure to enjoy your learning curve when you're doing technical analysis and trading. Anyway, just a little thumbs up there for you. I got hurt. Yeah, no choice but to just wait even more now. Up, then down, difficult area. Absolutely. Hey, this difficult area, let me just tell you one thing. This difficult area, if you paid attention on yesterday's live stream, I'm just going to show you this right over here. I'm going to show you this price action right over here, guys. Does anyone remember what we talked about when we were trading exactly at this level from yesterday's live stream. Highly predictable move, guys. Highly predictable move. Does anybody remember? I know my moderators remember. I just showed them the video from yesterday just in case they didn't remember. All right. I said I'm in no trade here. Okay. Well, I was still in that short. I added to position, took profits. You know, I'll explain that in just 1 minute. But I said, you know, I wouldn't take any trade here. Personally, I wouldn't short and I wouldn't long because, you know, it's extremely bearish. We've broken structure with high volume. You know, we probably won't get a bounce. We probably come down, but we probably will. With this kind of price action, we probably will get a bounce here, double bottom and reach this range. This was my level of interest right over here yesterday, the 21,200 range, okay? It was very much explained on yesterday's video. Highly predictable move. To get that move, create a kind of a double top and come down and test the 20,900. If you don't trust me, I will put that video right away in the next coming seconds. That is my interest level, 21,100, 21,200 is the interest zone for me. Would be that 618 value area high range. Yeah, it's going to be a good level. You know, especially if we do get a smaller reaction, I would expect a correction at least to the 20,900. See if we manage to break through this range. So you can see here this movement to the upside. I was not interested in trading at 20,900. If we were to get above, you know, that $21,200, I would be very, you know, there's a high probability move back down if we were to have that pump. Obviously, you can take a look at the charts. This is exactly what happened from that talk that we had on yesterday's live stream. If we were to get that momentum to $21,200 range and come back down and test again this weekly level point of control, it was a very highly predictable move when we talked about the levels on yesterday's live stream. You take a look at this percentage move from this high to this low. Hey, this is a 1.2% move. You know, people that trade the stock market wish, you know, while the stock market is quite volatile nowadays, but, you know, a 1% move for a trade is absolutely huge when you're using a bit of leverage. So this is basically what happened, guys. This was a very highly predictable move with those levels mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Now, okay, I missed the trade or whatever. We can talk about some levels. My strategy yesterday, I probably, let me just see here. Yeah, I got just stopped out. My stop loss was at break even because I added to this position, moved my level all the way down here from my entry point, took most of the profits down here at this level, guys. And I just had my position protected at this exact entry. I just got stopped out right now as we speak. Let's see what kind of price action to the upside. Are we going to fail to break out this resistance? Maybe yes, maybe no. Let's just see. We're just hitting that level as we speak. Let's see if we do see a good opportunity. And I might do some live trading if I do see this a clear rejection level. So yeah, like I said, this was a really nice trade. Really nice trade. Right over there. So we're going to analyze the situation now in the next coming minutes. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'll go through the comment section. There's probably a bunch of altcoins you want me to check out, guys, but let's focus on Bitcoin. Come on, this move, it was highly predictable. Some really nice gains to make on that. That was a profitable trade scenario. You know, if I get too distracted with a lot of altcoins, if I just need one market to be successful, that is Bitcoin mainly. If I can trade Bitcoin well and make profits consistently, that is the market I will focus on. Yes, altcoins are more volatile. Altcoins, you know, better gains and the rest of it, but it's also more volatile and it's riskier for, you know, it's very hard to have good risk management on altcoins. They're just too volatile. You can get stopped out many times. So anyway, going forward here, we can take a look at Ethereum. We can take a look at stock market, S&P 500. So far, you know, holding really nicely this range of 3,900 points. Because it was a very strong resistance and support level, and it's the point of control from the last 2 years. Okay, nothing much to add on that, just getting that bounce from this level, as you can see here, holding very nicely. And we can analyze the situation on the S&P 500 if we were to get a stronger bounce. Overall, you know, I think this could be a bearish pennant and break down, or we could get a bounce and then get more resistance at this zone that I'll explain right away in just 1 second, and during the live stream if I do have some time. And also the DXY, still predicting that this range is going to hold the 101, 102 level. This zone where we're at right now is very likely to hold in the next coming weeks and have an epic bounce from this range, in my personal opinion. Of course, I could be wrong on this prediction, and we are going to see the DXY just collapsing and continuing going down. If we do break this higher low, then I do think, hey, it's just very likely that with this massive big downtrend is just going to continue on the DXY, and this is what I think. Overall, I think it's, you know, with high probability not going to successfully break down this low here. Okay, you could get a little bit of volatility, a failed breakout, still continue consolidating, but overall I'm expecting a big bounce in the coming weeks on the DXY. Of course, this is not going to be good for Bitcoin. So yeah, let's see. We're currently just creating a failed breakout here at this moment. So we're gonna see what's going on, guys. For the moment, we've failed to break out this high over here. We know what happens when you fail to break out a high, right? When you fail to break out a high, you are potentially gonna have a large correction. This is probably what we're gonna see right now. This is still a very strong level, very strong level of resistance. Why is this? Because it's the 618 from this zone. From this high to the low, we talked about that, bang, 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 we're hitting it. Let's see if we do not manage to break it. If we start, you know, consolidating at this range, we'll probably be forming a slight, you know, a kind of an ascending wedge scenario here. Not the best looking one, but overall, you know, if you do connect these higher highs and higher lows, it's very possible. I would absolutely love to see a bigger move to the upside and a rejection to the 7-8, because if it does get a slight spike to the upside like this in the next coming hours and get rejected and get back into this zone, back inside the value area from this trading zone, inside again, this is with high probability going to break down from these higher lows, okay, and break structure, and then we're going to come down and claim these lows. Very highly predictable movement as well. I want to see a few attempts to the upside, get, you know, some people longing, some trap longs, you know, thinking that this high is going to be taken. Will it be taken? It's possible. Overall, that would be my invalidation point if I try to jump into trade from this zone to short as well. So far, it's a big zone. It's the 618. Let's see what happens. I'm not ready yet for this potential trade. If we start getting this kind of price action, guys, in the next coming minutes, I'm going to explain exactly how I would execute this trade. So far, it's a failed breakout. Ideal scenario would be a small correction and maybe come up to the 618, and then, you know, it might continue down. Let's see in the next coming, you know, 15 to half an hour, 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minute range, we could form this kind of price action, right? Claim the highs, hasn't broken out yet. This is still on very low time frames, okay? We're just hitting the level. We want a bit of confirmation of exhaustion. If I don't get that confirmation of exhaustion right over there, I will not short this range. This is still pretty much, you know, in a small little uptrend here. Step one, failed breakout has happened. Step one, failed breakout has happened. So overall, this could be a kind of a wedgy scenario to the upside, right? So yeah, let's leave that here for the moment. because it does look like we might consolidate here. The longer we consolidate going up like this, guys, the more bearish I'm going to be. If the price action, the weekend is coming, we're probably not going to see much volatility. Overall, if the weekend is going to be like this, guys, just inside this, you know, value range, all right, getting bounced from the point of control and getting rejected from this value area high, if we were to have this kind of price action during the weekend, I can already tell you that this is with highly probable just going to fall down. Especially if we do continue going sideways like this and consolidating. It's just going to get exhausted here. And it's just likely to collapse in the coming days. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, sorry. I'm not sure how the weekend is going to be, but I mean, I am paying close attention here. Not looking for longs for the moment. Not looking for longs. Yeah, you could have longed here. You know, if this is a take profit zone that we talked about yesterday, you know, if this is at least a level, it's a strong level. Basically, it's the point of control from this trading range, right? This is where we're getting that bounce. It's a weekly level and it's the point of control. So obviously, yeah, you know, that bounce was very, very highly probable as well. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for, guys. There is a possibility in a failed breakout from this zone to the upside. You know, it would be absolutely beautiful if we were to spike up here, start hitting the 21,300, 400 range, spike up to that level, get acceptance back below the value area high, and I can already tell you that this would be a confirmation that we are not going to go higher. Okay, if we do take a look at the fib level 7-8 section, it's at the 21,373. I expect the 7-8 to potentially get that heavy rejection, and that would only confirm also a potential Gartley pattern. Okay, it's not the most sexy Gartley pattern, but overall this major drop to the low, to that local high over here, to this correction. All right, so they're hitting the 618 range at this zone, hitting almost the 50%, you know, fib level, 0.45, and then, you know, that 7-8 potentially to be hit in the next coming hours, you know, maybe in between today, tomorrow. We could correct down here, still create a higher low. If we do form this kind of price action in between today and tomorrow and then hit this level, I would expect this to be the start of a major correction down, guys. You know, very, very much paying attention to that bullish fake out, where a lot of thinking we're gonna claim this high. You know, that is a trading scenario where I could have good risk management, my invalidation point. Overall, if we were to come all the way up here to this high, which I think is highly it's unlikely by looking at the chart here. Okay, when we have such a massive candlestick to the downside like this with red volume, right, massive red volume breaking the structure here. You don't see it many times, you know. In a bull market, yes. In a bull market, I would expect a move like this actually, but in this still bear market, you know, with bad news, still a lot of uncertainty, I wouldn't see this massive rally being sustainable. Short squeeze, big relief pump. Yeah, don't see a Bitcoin going higher. Not yet, guys, not yet. We need a little bit more of a washout, a little bit more consolidation, more people out of the space. And you know, how do you get that is by pushing the price down, getting people not interested in Bitcoin and crypto, calling it a scam. And this is when, you know, you want to get excited, because then is when these kind of pumps happen. So far got rejected here from this higher low pretty nicely, from this slightly higher lows. It does look like a kind of a wedgie scenario. I would expect, you know, either breaking up here, having a fake out and then moving down. You know, if we do manage to get below the point of control the next time on the move down, yeah, we are highly probable just gonna continue down, guys. This will be a big resistance zone. If we were to break down, guys, you know, if you're looking for those day trades and scalping scenarios, a breakdown below this level that has been proven to be support today, as you can see here on the chart, right? We've seen support from that level. This level that's been resistance and support is a weekly, and it's the point of control from this trading zone for the last week. So if we were to break down it with high volume, we love high volume. We love high volume. We absolutely love high volume. Volume is basically the moves of the big whales. When you have this spike in volumes, it's hundreds of millions of dollars in short positions, well, at least tens of millions. So if we are seeing that movement down with high volume, we are just likely, any type of bounce here getting close to this zone is going to be a really nice scalp, day trade, whatever it takes to come down and test the lows again, guys. Anyway, that's what I see here on the chart. So far, I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting. We're testing this high still for the moment. We've just tested it here the last 10-15 minutes. Would be absolutely beautiful to see a failed breakout. This would give me confidence to short at least to this range again. We could get another bounce maybe. It's just ranging a little bit here in a small little uptrend, getting a little bit wedgy here. So we're getting squeezed, likely to squeeze and get broke down with high probability. So my next scenario, waiting to see how we potentially pump here to the upside, or wait till we break this zone. I'm not going to say I've missed out on this trade. I'm going to wait for that epic bounce to hit some of very strong levels. Just like yesterday, guys, here. I had no clue what was going to happen here. I had no clue what was going to happen here during the live stream. I don't know. I didn't take any trade. No trade is a good trade. When you have those levels and you're pretty sure of the market structure that's being broken on the lower time frames, and you have your levels marked up, you can already predict with high probability that this level is likely to get rejected at least to this zone. And very much shared on yesterday's live stream, that kind of prediction, right? So, obviously I didn't know if the price was going to go up, but this is if we go up, I expect, something like this. And that is where you can, get your rifle, get your sniper and pull the trigger. So yeah, this is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin, guys. My trading scenarios would be nice to see a failed breakout above this high, because then you'll be forming this kind of Gartley pattern right there. I want to see it fail though, because then we have the noob traders, the people that are new, or even that have a little bit of experience, potentially jumping into some shorts as we go up. I do not short the market as we go up. I short it once I see a failed breakout. And the perfect example was this one right over here. If you do take a look at that short position that I had open from this, epic short, this is it cannot get as good as this, because my short position was exactly just slightly below 21,500. I didn't short, if you understand what I'm trying to explain here, is I didn't short this wick to the upside. I shorted this wick over here, the retracement from that rejection. And when you have your stop loss invalidation point here, I've taken most of the profits here. I added to this position, moving the entry point all the way down to this range and taking more profits at this exact level. Okay, that's how I played this movement down. I'm out of that trade. I'm out of that short, of those shorts. But you can clearly see here the risk to reward. I can get stopped out 10 times here. Not 10 times, but you could get stopped out, 3 times. If you are having trades like this every single time, most of profits taken here, adding to position, then more profits, more or less, you can clearly see it's at least a 3-4, even a 5-to-1 risk to reward trade scenario. So I would expect something like this as well here, will I rush into a trade if we are getting rejection from this range? Let me just get VPVR out of the way here. as a trader, you know, we come down here and break down. I won't be saying, oh, I missed the trade. You know, I'll just try and get into a scalp scenario. Try and take advantage of this move. Obviously not trading the movement down as a breakout trader, waiting for that corrective move with low volume, guys. The good thing about, you know, waiting for that move with a low volume, it's just highly predictable, guys. You know, this is a very important section, you know, in the course that has been developed, and that is, you know, when you break down from a zone and you correct with lower volume from the volume that you've broken down from, you know that this buying pressure is unlikely to get to, you know, that's why I said, you know, the V-shaped recovery here, yeah, no chance. You know, I would be very surprised. This happens, you know, once out of 100, you know, once out of 100 times this happens, a V-shaped recovery. This is what, you know, I was pretty sure that this 21,100, 200 range was likely to get that rejection here to come down and almost test the lows, basically, right? We were talking about, you know, likely test the lows or likely test the 618. So, you know, if you short from this range and do not take profits at the 618 and protect position, then yeah, you basically not having good risk management there. You know, you always want to be cautious at support levels. If you're shorting, you at support levels, you want to take profits, take the profits, protect position, take profits, protect the position. That consistently every single time. A lot of people like to have trades open for a long time, you know, and yeah, finally they come back to your potential entry point. You know, don't be afraid of you know, because this will happen to you, right? You probably take profits here from a short, and then the price will do this, and then you're like, oh, if I would have held that short position, but forget about that. You don't want to be that guy. I'm saying, if I would have done this, if I would have done that. No. Just execute, take profits. There's trades every single day. I think I've gone deaf. Why's that? Right, I shorted the 21,163, says Sin Games. Right, Average, thanks for joining. Average, thanks for joining. I got Mark Dirch, I got Joseph here also. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. Let's take a look at some comment sections here right away. We can jump to S&P 500 or maybe to another altcoin. I'm sharing you my trading scenarios here on Bitcoin, and how I would execute this potential move. Anyway, I can see here Sin Game says, I shorted 21,163. I was waiting the 618 but took early in case of a wick. Worst is I did not take profit back up near my entry. So yeah, this is basically, yeah, your entry right there, right? Entry right here was waiting for the 618. This was the 618 from this high to the low. So yeah, that was the 618 level, was hit, if this is what you're talking about. But took early in case of a wick. Worst is I did not take profits. Not sure if we're talking about the same trade. We already hit the value area high. Yeah, we did. It's still resistance. This is still resistance, guys. You know, this might not, you know, this movement, this potential fake out from this zone, it might not happen. But if it happens, I will know how to execute that trade. You know, I need to have a plan. I need to have a couple of plans here, right? A couple of plans looking at this range. And, you know, like I said, you know, my plan would be, you know, fake out from this zone, 7-8 with that Gartley pattern, fake out, get back in acceptance from this value area high level. And this is the time that I'm going to say, wow, no power on the bulls. What's going to happen? Bears are going to step in and they're going to absolutely destroy the chart. So far, we're in the bulls game right now for the last couple of days. This is a bulls game right now. Let's see how the bulls are reacting. How are they going to try and push up? that exhaustion will be seen with these higher highs. You know, are they going to step in and give a massive buying pressure up to claim this high? This is what I'm waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for. So, yeah, not much to add on that. This is still incredibly bearish, in my opinion. This wick does not exist on many exchanges. So, you know, if we do create this pivot low from this pump and this last higher, you know, the next higher low that you could, you know, put a trend line on, you can see right there that this is also a resistance level. Let's just get a clean chart here 1 second and I'll show you that. You know, for example, we could go with the Bitstamp chart here and go to the lower time frames, go to the 30 minute, and just explain you this kind of scenario right over here, right, that I just explained, right? The structure has been broken. We have broken. I'm connecting the last wick, this first wick here, right? So structure has been broken with relatively high volume. On Bitstamp, we do have a little bit of high volume on the pump, but overall getting rejection. So this is why this also does get combined with my theory of a failed move up. Because if it does get that move up, one last move up to hit the 21,350, 400, that is the moment you'll be hitting the 7-8 here fib level. You'll be creating this kind of momentum that for me is a Gartley pattern, and that is the moment you could heavily start moving down here below $20,000 to fill in that gap. That is a very, very highly probable move. So yeah, I'm still waiting patiently. Don't worry, I'm not going to worry, because like I said, if we do break below this low successfully with some pretty nice red volume, any kind of bounce here is going to be good, because these lows are likely to be claimed. You do have a potential movement down here, so even though it breaks down, I know I can jump into a short position on that retracement, very, very likely. So I wouldn't, you know, I'm just playing the waiting game. Playing the waiting game. DXY picking up now. DXY picking up a little bit. Let's see. I mean, it would be nice. This is the reason why I have. Yeah, I got someone saying, is the DXY forming a kind of a diamond pattern here? It's very, very possible, eh? Very, very possible. Obviously, you know, want to see a little bit more price action, but it's very, very possible we can see a kind of a diamond bottom pattern on the DXY. You know, a lot of choppy action here. Bang, bang, bang. This could, you know, this is helping me on my analysis only. You know, this is adding up to my analysis that this could be a bottom reversal pattern on the DXY. So paying attention to that as well, giving me confidence that, you know, if this were to have momentum to the upside, it will affect, you know, the markets in the, not in the immediate short term potentially, but that's one of the reasons why I'm still in this short position on the S&P 500, is because I do see more price action potentially, you know, in the next 1 to 2 weeks. There's, you know, in the S&P 500 coming down to the. Hang on 1 second. Let me just zoom out here 1 second, because I want to explain. I mean, it would be absolutely phenomenal if the S&P 500 loses this point of control level at 3,900 points, you know, from the last 2 years. If it loses this level, this low will highly likely be claimed, which is below 3,800 points. So it would be an excellent move down. You know, if you're in some swing short positions, just hold that level, hold the range for it to continue down. I mean, it was really, really good entry point here. that I'm willing, you know, it's over $1,000. Well, it was over $1,000 in profit. You know, it could be a several thousand in profit if we were to claim below this low. I'm willing to hold that position for the next coming weeks, because if this low at if this point of control at 3,900 points is lost, this low will be claimed. Then you probably fail breakdown, create a double bottom, and have a massive bounce potentially. But overall, I would be, you know, expecting, you know, from this pivot low from the 13th of October to the high, you know, look where we got consolidated at the 50% Fibonacci range, right? We've got a nice, you know, symmetrical triangle, and at the 50% and got a bounce. We're currently getting resistance at the 618. This is another main reason that I was looking for that topping short, you know, for a short. It would make sense if we were to break down, claim this low, and go to the 618, and then here potentially you're going to get an epic bounce. You know, I don't know. We'll analyze that situation if that does happen, but it makes sense that if we were to break down this low, no doubt in my mind that that is just a confirmation to go lower, at least to claim this low. And that will be the moment to see, you know, will it get exhausted? Will we get a massive bounce? We'll just analyze the situation once that happens. For the moment, that would be my expectation. Lose 3,900 points with high volume. We are claiming this low. Very, very likely. So far, it's getting a small little bounce. Very much expected as well, because it's the point of control from the last 2 years. So getting that bounce on the S&P here, consolidation, it can go slightly higher by the end of the day. Could get, you know, it's a relief pump after an epic drop. So I would expect it to have a little bit more of a bounce here. Right. Can you trade gold with a leverage on Prime XBT, says Poseidon? Yes, you can. It's margin trading. It doesn't have isolated, so you don't use 10x, 20x. But yeah, you can trade gold on Prime XBT using Bitcoin, Ethereum, or stablecoins as collateral, such as USDC or USDT. You can trade gold, oil, natural gas. There is Forex. There is a huge bunch of different assets that you can trade on Prime XBT, stock market, using crypto as collateral, which is phenomenal. You know, it's one of my favorite trading platforms. It's one of the only ones that I use, Prime XBT and Bybit. And of course, you do get the bonuses down below if you wish, okay? You get 7% added to your deposit down below on Prime XBT. It's $7,000 maximum. So if you deposit $100,000, you get $7,000 on top of that for trading, okay? Cannot withdraw the bonus. It is used for buying power. Anything you make with the bonus is withdrawable, okay? I got both tutorials of Bybit and Prime XBT. You know, $30,000 can be claimed on Bybit depending on what you deposit. You need a heavy deposit, of course. But, you know, bonus is pretty good as well with, you know, just normal deposits also. Check them out, guys. Those links down below. You get an insane bonus, and you also support the channel here for me to continue with the analysis predictions on YouTube as well, okay? So, what is the highest leverage you ever traded with? Well, I have traded with 100x, but I do not usually trade. You know, for scalp day trading, I will push it up to 80x maybe. 60x would be average. 40x would be the more normal, you know, but it all depends on the trade and how confident I am in that trade. It's all about the confluence and the high probability that there is on a trade scenario. But I will always, you know, and this has been for a long time right now, not risk more than 3% of my capital. You can risk 2% and use high leverage if you want higher gains. If you do see a really good entry and you know, potential aggressive move to the downside. This trade was taken with a 40x right there. This short position was taken with a 40x. It was a 40x, right? Let me just confirm that. No, it wasn't actually. It was with a 24x. Sorry, my bad. It was another trade before that one was with a 40x. But yeah, don't usually use 100 or even 80. You know, that's a bit too much. Only for scalping if you like in very, very short moves. Let's take a look. Yeah, also, yeah, very, very, very true. Average here saying biggest mistake in trading. You do not trade with high leverage for high profits, but to make your order cheaper. Exactly. So you can use less capital and higher leverage. That means, of course, your gains are going to be, you know, much better than what you're risking, and you can risk a very, very small amount. No leverage option for gold. So as if I'm using a 1x leverage. Yeah, it is, but it's margin trading. So it all goes with contracts, right? So the more contracts you put on PrimeXBT, the higher the leverage is, right? I do explain that on the tutorial video. Okay, I have a small little section. If you go to PrimeXBT tutorial down below in the description, I do, there's a small, you know, I think it's about a couple of minutes explaining isolated trading, which is the one that we use in Bybit, Femex, you know, these other exchanges, you know, BitGet. And then there's margin trading, which basically, you know, it goes with contracts. Your liquidation price is the amount of capital that you have on your trading account. So it just is a small little difference. You know, the more contracts you put, the bigger the position it is. Andy, swing reversal and bat pattern on the 1 minute, 1 minute and 5 minute. Andy, swing reversal and bat pattern on the 1 minute and 5 minute time frame. Let's take a look at this. Swing reversal and bat pattern. Yeah, reversal right there, but bat pattern. I cannot see a bat pattern here. Yeah, on the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame. Yeah, well, this wouldn't be it right there. No, I mean, they need to be good with timing as well, okay? Harmonics need to have, you know, some time. You know, you cannot have a harmonic like this, you know, basically. It's just, you need some time as well. You know, it needs to be, if it's a one-to-one pattern, even better. But you don't want a harmonic being, you know, like this. You know, you couldn't make a harmonic like this. It would be an absolute mess. You know, it's all got to do with the timing as well. You want this move from X8B being pretty close to BC to D, right? The one-to-one time extension, basically. So like I said, you know, using fib time, you would want, you know, if this were to be any kind of harmonic, to at least end at the 0.618 or the 0.1 in timing, right? So that would be by very late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Guys, like the live, absolutely. We got almost 600 people watching the live stream, guys. Smash it up here for the algorithm. If you enjoy these analysis, I'm going through the comment section right now. So you know my deal, most importantly, you know, I giving that nice educational content, the reactions that I'm waiting on Bitcoin. If we were to break out here and get exhausted, guys, don't worry, there will be time. There will be time for me to jump into a trade, just like here. There is time, there is time, there is time. You fail to break out the high, bang, bang, 618, I enter the trade. You know, if we fail to break out this high, you know, I'm not going to start getting, oh my goodness, we're breaking up, what, you know, shall I long, shall I short, you know. No, I'm going to wait patiently to see what happens. Hey, if we start moving up, then, hey, my next level here of interest is this high and the weekly at 21,887. Hey, I don't think we're going to break above this level. I want to stay cautious. I'm out of my short positions, guys. Taking profits, got stopped out at break even with you know, a very small amount that was left. You know, this is the small amount just in case we were to roll down and take more profits basically. But I'm out. No trades here on my short position. No, they're gone. They're out. Closed in profit, obviously, like shared on yesterday's live stream. So I'm waiting here to see the next thing, guys. The next thing. I'm going to zoom out, and I could give you, well, the explanations were on yesterday's live stream. I just do not see Bitcoin breaking successfully above the high of 21,600. It's just unlikely to happen. Could we hit it and have another attempt and, short squeeze those shorters and get the bulls excited again? I mean, this would be a perfect execution for another short, right? Because you stop out all of the shorters that have their stop loss above 21,600, 700 range. You hit 21.8, potentially the weekly level, and get the bulls excited again, have a bunch of long positions entering longs again here at the highs, get those trap long positions, get the people that are bearish, saying, we're probably not going to go down actually. And then, what happens? You eliminate the shorters, you trap a bunch of long positions, and then you have this, and then you finally claim the lows. And that is what we want to read, guys. That is where we have the opportunity, right? People are getting, the bears are getting fearful while we're moving above the high. The bulls are getting excited and, getting into late long positions with high leverage or whatever, or adding to position or whatever. And then you have the perfect storm, right there to get into a, epic short position. I would prefer that scenario, actually. I would prefer, now that I'm not in any short, to claim the 21,600. We're only about $400 or $500 away. So, it's possible. We're going to leave it there. It's possible. I personally think we're not going to reach it, and we are potentially going to create a lower high at this zone. Let's take a look. 21.2, 21.25, great entry point, says Nadim. Maybe I would expect 21.3, 21.4K for a better entry with good risk management, right? So I could get, anyway, I wouldn't enter here on this move up because you might get it high volume in, like I explained before. Right, so obviously I wouldn't long a pump here at this zone. After this breakout with high volume, I just cannot enter a long position here if we break out. I could not short either, because what if this pump does have some big volume and we start seeing it break the highs and claim it and, go higher basically. And then maybe come down. It's just not it. This is a very, very difficult trading zone. In between this 21,250 and the 21,650 high. This area for me is a no trading zone. No trade. We'll just do that and extend it. No trade zone for me. In between 21,250 and 21,650. I do not know if that breakout is going to be successful and claim the highs. I do not know. I do not know if we are going to get rejected and it's going to be a failed breakout. If we have that momentum up, get back in here, the zone, that is going to be my ticket for the short, because that will be likely the last momentum move of the bulls for that nice short position. I mean, I cannot give a better explanation on this, guys. There's no better explanation on that. Failed to break out above 21,250. 200 basically, the highs that was created yesterday here. This would be a nice trade zone, you know, above the highs. I would be looking for potential shorts if we were to fail to move up. Gotta love this masterclass, says Krabtoshi. Hey, thank you very much, Mark Dutch. Thank you very much. Patience is key. Patience is key. Do you know if we're going to go higher? I don't know, but I know what kind of price action I'm looking for to take a trade, to take a trade basically. Andy, what about dots? Polka dot, you mean, right? What about it? Let's take a look at dot. We can take a look at some altcoins. Why not? Let's take a look at some alts such as polka dot. Yeah, what could I say? I mean, if we were to analyze polka dot here, a lot of boxes. I would do a analysis from zero. I would actually, let's go to dot USDT perpetual on Bybit, and we can analyze the situation on Polkadot. Let's get these wedges out of the way. We don't need them anymore on the chart. And these boxes, get them out. This is from old analysis. And talk about Polkadot here. Right, let me just I mean, there is a take here. There is a take here on Polkadot, because the trend, this trend line has actually been broken, right? You could arguably discuss is it a wedge? Is it a wedge kind of scenario here on Polkadot? This breakout on Polkadot from the lower high resistance trend line has been with relatively high volume. It wasn't a huge breakout, but something to take into consideration. What I do not like right now is this consolidation and this bearish selling volume. You know, anybody that would analyze this saying, hey, this is the start of a huge, massive rally on Polkadot. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Very much aware of this being a big fat fake out, a big fat bull trap, guys. Yeah, obviously volume is not huge. You've got a larger volume here, at least on the Bybit chart, to the downside. And if we take a look at fib levels, for example, you know, we're hitting that 61865 getting rejected from this last pivot lower high. So a lot of resistance there. If we do get back in this zone, I do not see Polkadot succeeding to go higher. You might think to yourself, isn't this a descending wedge or a pennant, right? Or a bull flag? We go to lower time frames, and let's just take a look at this range here, see what's going on. Yeah, very, very, very hard to say here. If we were to have a successful breakout here on Polkadot from this lower high, I would expect a really nice bounce from that level. That would be a setup to at least to come and claim the highs. You know, we got the highs here of Polkadot at $6.5, 6.20. It's not much of a move, but overall, if we were to break this high over here, and you know, with some relatively nice volume, you know, you're back testing. You know, if we were to see a breakout, it would probably be a fake out. If you try and break here and do this kind of price action, it's no doubt in my mind going to be a fake out. You're coming down to back to test the lows. It would be paying close attention there for a potential short. But if it were pumping and not stopping with a very large volume, this level over here is highly probable going to get a bounce. Reason, you know, you're back testing the back of this massive candle. It's been broken with bullish momentum. You are likely going to get that bounce. I would be eyeing this potential price action to take that trade opportunity exactly at $6.15. You know, that is a scenario that I would be eyeing. You know, wait to get out of this zone and take a look at the value area. Where is it? Yeah, value area high is up around about $6.05. You could get a little bit of a retrace here if we were to get that breakout. Overall, I don't think this would happen. We would have to see a big bullish breakout on Bitcoin if we were to see Polkadot trying to attempt to hit their highs here. 400 likes soon. Yes, you got that right, Joseph. 400 likes soon, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button. Right. Holding my long position from 18,400. I hope you did take some profits, though. Hope you did take some profits from that long. Inverted head and shoulders on Bitcoin 1 minute and 5 minute. Wow, inverted head and shoulders on the 1 minute time frame. 1 minute, 5 minute, inverted head and shoulder. Wow. Yeah, I mean, these kind of patterns on the 1 minute time frame, stay cautious, guys. The 1 minute is very volatile for an inverse or head and shoulder or these kind of patterns. Bro, how to find weekly and daily levels? Hit the like, says Splash Fire. How to find the weekly and daily levels, where you go to the daily candlestick and you can see a daily close and open. That would be a, you know, and especially it's a clear pivot level, as you can see here, right? Daily, the close and open and a clear pivot range. Orange for me is weekly. You can go to the weekly level, a clear pivot, close and open. Price did and is getting a reaction. I would say that we are gonna, I mean, very hard to say right now. We either on the weekly swing failure from this high or close below this weekly level, which is exactly at $20,870 range. 20,900. 20,900. I don't see this weekly, you know, being extremely green like this, right? We got a couple of days still. You know, this is unlikely to happen. You're likely to close below this high. If it does, I see weakness here. I see the next wick candle being red with high probability. If we're closing below this last lower high, weekly wick, which is exactly on the 31st of October, guys. Big move down, I would expect next week if we were to close below the wick high here, which is exactly at 21,468. We're only just a few $100 away. Yeah. I see Bitcoin failing here miserably to get above these highs, guys. And it's just with the analysis. There's nothing. I cannot be bullish at this resistance zone, you know. Looking for shorts with good risk management. Let's see what happens. We're getting another attempt of a push up. I'm waiting patiently to see what happens. Adam and Eve cup and handle on the BTC 15-minute time frame. Adam and Eve and cup and handle. Okay. If you want to see this as a cup and handle, maybe. On the 15-minute time frame, 21.4K. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Or is this the cup and handle, right? Cup and handle here. You could arguably discuss it kind of is. You could arguably discuss it's a kind of cup and handle. Not bad. It's not bad for a cup and handle. Cup and handles, preferably, I would like to see them at an uptrend, not after a major drop. This is a red flag for this cup and handle. I would love to see a cup and handle better, in an uptrend, coming from an uptrend. And especially not with this huge amount of red volume here with this movement down. But I won't disagree with you there. There is a possibility in this cup and handle kind of to play out here. You're gonna have to wait and see. We're having that bullish momentum at the moment a little bit. I'm gonna pay close attention. There will be time, guys. If this momentum to the upside fails, I can already tell you there's a high chance that we're claiming these lows. If this next movement fails, guys. If this next movement fails on Bitcoin in the next coming hours, you heard it here first. This is what Mark Dutch likes to say. You heard it here first. Thank me later. Oh, if it fails to break out the highs here and collapse, and starts getting rejected at 21.3, 21.4, that is the moment you want to get extremely bearish as soon as you get acceptance back below these higher lows and the value area high from this trading zone, guys. That is the moment. It's pull the trigger now, baby, because this is going to collapse down to these lows. Very, very likely. Very, very, very likely. So for the moment, expecting kind of momentum to the upside. Let's see. It might not fail, but will I lose money? Am I in a short position now? No. I'm going to wait to see how we react to this breakout. If it breaks out successfully, then hey, it's time to take a look at this zone over here. How are we going to claim the highs? Every time we've claimed these highs, we have failed miserably. Will we fail the next time? I think highly probable we are, if we do not fail at the 21.3, 21.4. There are a lot of fake signals in the chart. It's in most of comment WhatsApp scams acting to be YouTuber. Yeah, exactly. I do never post anything on, saying contact me or whatever. Only things on the official YouTube, official Telegram, Twitter. Don't pay any notice. I will never DM you. I'm never gonna write to you to contact me. This will not happen. Only here on live streams, on the official Telegram or the Twitter account, and having a verification on being an admin, basically. ABC correction, Mohammed. Whereabouts? From what? Where to where? This could be right. This could be the ABC kind of correction. Yep. Andy, can you see the diamond on BTC? Can you see a diamond? The diamond on BTC. Andy, can you see the diamond on BTC? Okay. No. Because you have a low right here created, right? This low is below the center part. So it wouldn't make sense to create a diamond from this low, basically, right? There's no diamond here. There is no diamond here. Because you have lows right there. Not this one, but this one. If that is the diamond. Elon Fraud Musk says, Andy, can you take a look at Carver? Let's take a look at Carver. Why not? We can go to the daily chart. Kava has had a really nice bounce. Let's see if we continue a bit higher on Kava. I'm looking at the aggressive downtrend that we got right there. It's kind of broken as well. Is it a successful breakout? This is the question. A lot of these altcoins are just slightly breaking a trend line, right? Not much significance, but there is a little sign there that we are breaking lower high trend line. Massive resistance zone here on Kava at the $1.25 range. Big level of support here, very well respected. It's still got a lot to do. If we do start getting below that local bottom from 2020 and also 2022, then you could start thinking, hey, this bull run might continue. So far, if we're below that level, I think maybe it's going to get rejected, come and test the lows, and we still have multiple months here of sideways. Nothing much to add here on Kava, right? Just doing a basic analysis, talking about this. You got a clear pivot high there. You're getting rejected from 50% fib level, just slightly claiming these highs, slightly claiming the highs right there. That liquidity grab, maybe get a corrective move. Just looking at resistance from this pump, resistance and resistance zone, 618, 50%, big resistance. Best case scenario, if we were to get this kind of price action here, double top scenario, expect this to have a deep correction down. We're just still at this level. It's just finishing the kind of pump, right? So it's still in a very aggressive uptrend. Still no real signs of weakness, just hitting a resistance and getting a reaction, basically. So I would expect a correction soon. Thanks, Andy. I'm improving my trading to 100%. Best content ever, says Mubin Jut 12143. Hey, you're very welcome, my man. 21.3k. Yes, this is a level that I'm paying attention to. 21.3, 21.4. Let's see if we do not, fake out. I'm waiting for a potential fake out here. If we do not fake out, next level is here. But I will not be jumping into a trade, guys, as we move up. I want to see acceptance back below the 21,200 range. Smash the likes, says Miguel Escobar. You draw with mouse? Yes, I do. Andy is S&P. Bitcoin is following the S&P 500. 90% correlation. Yes. Which is correlated to the DXY. Absolutely. Teshen. Yeah. 100%. I'm expecting a bounce here on the DXY. DXY for me is it's big support level. Chances to test the low here that was created the other day, maybe yes. I do see it holding. I think ultimate low level is this one right there, guys, as a a failed breakout, right? Swing failure. That would be the ultimate low for me. You might get a pretty nice pump on Bitcoin and stocks if we do see that movement down, but overall that would be the moment that it's likely to top out if this is not going to be the range. Let's see what happens, guys. That, like I said, not much to say. If we fail to break out, then I'm looking for lower. And then I would expect the price to break down and claim these lows. If it breaks and pumps and has a high volume, then I'm expecting, these highs to see, is there going to be enough power to break up? Or are we going to get a reaction here, a failed breakout, and start moving down aggressively? Just waiting here, guys. Playing the waiting game. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. 21,200, good for a scalp short. Not now, in my personal opinion. Not now. It could get rejected. This is still insane resistance, as proven yesterday. That scalp short here was yesterday, right? Expecting that movement up, guys. We we talked about this scenario. This was a good scalp short. It would be that 618, your value area high range. Yeah, it's going to be a good level. Going to be a good level. You know, especially if we do get a smaller reaction, I would expect a correction at least to the 20,900. That was the good scalp at 21,200, 618. You know, right over here. That was the trade. You're hitting 1, 2, 3 times now. A little bit cautious. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Hang on a minute. I wouldn't mind the potential short right there at this level, actually, with a tight stop loss, guys. With a tight stop loss. Because if this level fails and you start breaking below this low, you could move all the way down to this level. So you just imagine, if you jump into that trade right now, I would have an invalidation point right there. Just have a little small invalidation point. As soon as you claim this low, protect your position, get your stop loss back down here. And you're potentially going to get into an epic trade to come down and claim these low levels or higher low support level. And you probably swing fade to the low here. It might be a failed breakout. I would be a take profit zone. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. You know, accept a loss if it were to claim the highs. You know, this is such a small little move. You can accept these losses, guys. I can have 10 losses like this. I'll still be in profit for the week. So, because it's good risk management. But yeah, you kind of swing. It's not my favorite. Not my favorite short. You have swing faded from this high. As you can see there, this is on the very low time frames. 5 minute, 15 minute. It is a swing failure from this high. The reason why it's a little bit risky is because of, you know, basically this uptrend. The amount of times you're testing it with this uptrend. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. It's not the best level, as you are getting squeezed with these higher lows. And you could push up. You could push up here. I would wait for a failed breakout, a bigger failed breakout. You know, I'm paying attention to that 7-8 as well from this high to the low. 7-8, 21-3, 7-6. Potential Gartley pattern and an exhaustion failed breakout. Then I would pull the trigger there. If not, I would wait for the highs. Let's see what happens. Are we going to claim the highs and fail to break out this high, or successfully break it? We can just have to wait and see. Guys, going up. Yes, it is. It is going up a little bit. Waiting patiently, guys. Waiting patiently. You know the deal. You know my studying your content for the past few months has been super helpful as a struggling full-time trader. Looking forward to the course. Thank you, man. Hey, you're very welcome. The course is not going to be the great thing, because it's just simple videos explaining, you know, the what I use, right? Daily levels, Fibonacci, you know, a bit of everything. Obviously, it's very on short videos, going straight to the point. The good thing is going to be the Discord. That is going to be the thing, guys, where I'm going to be insanely active with private live streams as well. That is going to be the good thing. No dates yet, guys. Sorry about that. There's a lot of development behind it. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Check out the links down below if you want to support the channel and you want to get an insane bonus on Bybit and also on Prime XBT, guys. You've got an insane bonus to be claimed down below. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you in the next live stream.